had so much fun learning the guitar intro to the Better Call Saul theme tune that I thought I would make a lesson on how to play it. I enjoyed figuring it out by ear, and I thought I'd share how my ear has learnt it and interpreted it. It's not too hard to play, but there are some pretty interesting kind of nuances in there. And it's a really good one to learn for technique, especially kind of like for putting a bit of feel and a bluesy sound into your playing as well. I wanted to learn this theme tune just because I really enjoyed the show, and I just always thought the guitar sound on that theme tune it's just got a really cool sound within it. So that's why I learned it. Anyway, let's get stuck in with it, and I'll break it down into a few different parts. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to play this. We're going to play on the G and the B string. On the G string, I use my second finger. We're going to slide up to the 6th fret, and at the same time, on the B string, you're going to slide your first finger up to the 5th fret, like so. But whilst you do that, if you've got a bar on your guitar, do a little kind of down bend back to natural position and vibrato with it. That creates that kind of like warped sound that it's got when you hear it on the record. That's the first part. Next part, we're going to go up to the 9th fret on the G, the B, and the high E string. I like to play it with these 3 fingers because I'm just not massively into the whole barring all the time thing. For me, I feel it restricts me, but I can see benefits of it as well. So I play it like this. You're going to hit the G string, and then you're going to hit the high E, and then the B string. And then you're going to hit the G string again. And then after that, you're going to invert, and you're going to put your 3rd finger on the G string on the 9th fret, 1st finger on the B string on the 8th fret, and your 2nd finger on the high E string on the 8th fret, and just strike that chord, just those 3 strings. And whilst you do that, do a bar vibrato again if you have one. Put all of that together and you end up with this. Then there's a cool little lick. It's around between the 10th and the 13th fret. So we're going to go, first of all, onto the high E string, but this is one of the instances where I will use a bar. We're kind of going to bar the 10th fret on the B string as well. So 10th fret on the B, laying the finger across the high E as well. You're going to strike those 2 strings, and your 3rd finger, hammer it on the high E string onto the 12th fret, and then pull it off. So up to there you have. Once you've hammered it, when you pull that finger off and you strike just the 10th fret on the high E string. And then you're going to play the 13th fret on the B string. Give it a vibrato whilst you do it. But it's the kind of sound that I hear on the record, it's kind of like a rake. So you want to hit that 13th fret, but you want to strike the strings before and after it as well, so the G and the high E string. However, you don't want a sound to come out of them, you just want them for the sound of this. You want some dead note sounds in there. It's cool if you can get that, otherwise single note's fine anyway, and a bit of vibrato on it too. The next part of it, it just plays it exactly the same again. So you do it twice in a row like that. And then the third time round, it changes. So the beginning is the same. That slide that you do at the beginning on the G and the B string is the same with the bar as well. Now the next part changes. The next part goes, I'll have to play it. Okay, so the next part, instead of being 999 on the G, B, and E string, it goes 9 on the G string. I use my second finger. It goes 8 on the B string. I use my first finger, and it goes 9 on the high E string. I use my third finger there. You want to strike the G string, then strike the high E string. Then strike the G string again, and then strike the B string. So you end up with... Then after that, we're going to take that shape there, literally the exact same shape, and move it onto the A, D, and G string, but on the 7th fret. So you've got your second finger pushing on the 7th fret of the A string, your first finger pushing onto the 6th fret of the D string, and your third finger pushing onto the 7th fret of the G string. And you strike the A string twice, and then the D string, and then the G string. So on that third repeat up to there, you end up with this. I can do that a little bit tidier. And then to finish it off, there's a cool little guitar run, like a lick, I suppose. It starts on the G string, it goes third finger, slide it to the 9th, and then second finger to the 8th, and then first finger to the 7th, all on the G string. Also, with that, that's cool if you can get the rake thing in with that as well. Then after that, we want to go to the D string. The note that you're going for is actually the 10th fret, but I kind of, in the song, in the sound of it, I hear like a bend on it. So I go to the 9th fret and instantly like half bend to it. So up to there, on the third repeat, you have this. And then the final part, to finish it off, go to the low E string, go to the 11th fret, so the E flat. Then you want to go to the D string. I do that with my second finger, by the way. And then on the D string, first finger, 10th fret, followed by third finger on the 12th fret. And then go to the low E string, first finger on the 8th fret, followed by third finger on the 10th fret. And it's cool if you get like a little microtonal bend on that 10th fret. And then you finish off with your first finger on the low E string, move to the A note, the 5th fret. That whole lick at the end goes. So let's show you the whole sequence. First repeat, second repeat, which is the same as the first repeat, and then the third repeat. And that's what it sounds like in full. So there it is. That is the full intro to the Better Call Saul theme tune on the guitar. Let me know how you've got on with it, or if there's any parts of it that you're struggling with in the comments below. Let me know if there's any tunes that you think I should learn, or that you want me to give any lessons out on. I'm always making lessons and sharing basically everything that I've learned on the guitar, just because I can, and why not, and I enjoy it. In the meantime, if you could subscribe to my channel, that'd be amazing. And if you could like the video, if it's helped you as well, that would help a lot. Keep on rocking.